Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to the DA's office. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday evening. Man, what a day. What a day, man. I've been busy all day long, man. Haven't really sat down yet. This is my first opportunity just to kind of do my own thing. Been doing, other stuff for other folks, but, I don't mind it. It's just a blessing to be alive. Glad to see all of you guys here, 36 of you guys in the chat right now. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already done so. Help get this thing circulating around YouTube, and I appreciate that very, very much. Yeah, it's a great hat. Thank you very much, Joker Jack Feetac. This is my favorite Star Wars hat. I love it. It looks clean. It looks nice. Fits well. A lot of people always get compliments on this particular hat. Not sure why, but it is a nice hat. It is a nice hat. Thank you very much, Joker Jack. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now hanging out with us on a Sunday night. We got a lot to talk about. I got a lot of topics. I've sent out quite a few invites to see if anybody wants to join in. So we'll see what happens. But first and foremost, let me go ahead and say what's up to you, the crowd, the chat. Thank you very much once again for being here. Carlos Alfredo Lopez, shout out. Daisy Blossom Flower Child, what's up? D Vader in the house. What's up, D Vader? We also got Jeff A chilling it out with us. Joker Jack Feetac is in the house along with Joseph Lanham. We also got Pam Imson in the house. Peak Obi-Wan is here. SJ in the house. SWA as well. Sergeant Giratina. Sergeant, how's it going? Cyfax is here. He's also going to be joining in just a moment. The voiced protagonist is in the house along with Victor Von Doom. Make sure you share the video out there. A lot of you guys have done a really, really good job sharing the video. Thank you very much. Helps this thing get around social media, on YouTube, everywhere that you can think of. All right. So the Penguin was a hell of an ending, man. One hell of an ending, and we will get to that. It is going to be somewhere in the middle of the show. If you haven't seen the Penguin, okay, if you haven't watched the Penguin, we are going to talk full spoilers. All right. We might talk like a little bit of spoilers, non-spoilers, and then we're going to jump into spoilers. So don't share any information in the chat until we get to the spoiler section. I appreciate that because we don't want anybody that wants to participate that hasn't seen the Penguin yet. Just chill, no spoilers, okay? We will get to spoilers, and then we can go ham in the chat if you want to. But for right now, let's just kind of slow down on that. I appreciate it. All right, let's bring on one of the cats that's hanging out with us tonight, the homie Cyfax in the house. Hey, Cyfax, what's up, bro? You on mute, man. You muted yourself. Nope, you're still muted. I don't think I have you muted. Let me see.
I had it muted through the StreamYards.
Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. There we go.
What's going on,
man? It is a heck of a final episode for the Penguin, man. That's all I'm gonna say on it right now, man. Did you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. We're gonna get to that. Minutes. Yeah, man, that was wild. That was wild stuff. Okay. I also sent okay, T is on the way. All right. Uncle T is on the way. Good. I sent T a link. So hopefully he'll make it through sooner than later so we can jump into some of these topics. Also invited Dante Verbal Riot. So hopefully he'll make an appearance. If not, that's cool. Also shot it out to Hold My Dual Shock. I wanted to see their opinion on the Penguin as well. I'm late. Are they? Okay. I'm terrible.
They may not be back yet.
That's cool. I'm terrible with like invites, everybody, just so you guys are aware. I am horrible with inviting people on. It is not intentional. It's just I'm just scatterbrained and I got like a million things going at once. And then it's like, oh shoot, I need to send invites to the show, So hopefully if whoever can make it. Okay. Dante says he's running a little late. He's gonna hop on in a minute. All right, cool. Kata, he says he'll jump in late. So Kata's coming as well. All right. So for right now, man, it's just me and you, bro. And I don't want to delay the show because I got a whole lot to talk about tonight, man. We got a lot of topics. Let me go ahead and let me bring up the comment of the week. You guys know the routine. We do a comment of the week every week. We say, hey, what's one comment that kind of stood out for me anyway that I want to highlight and address? And it usually kind of bleeds right in to the first topic. And this time is this guy, Michael Crow, 6943. So this was in regards to the celebrities flipping their lids over Trump winning the election. Okay, Trump won the election. All of these celebrities came out. They flipped their wagons. They've been talking shit all week long. Okay, and this guy Michael Crow 6943 said the people have spoken, and quote unquote celebrities have no power. And I agree 1,000,000%, man. You've been seeing a lot, Cyfax, I know, because I've been seeing it. A lot of celebrities saying they bailing out, they're going to leave the country, they're going somewhere else. Man, what do you make out of all of that stuff?
Dude, they didn't do it the first time. They're not going to do it this time. I mean, more likely these people have houses in different countries anyways. So what? You're just going to go to your vacation house? Who gives a shit?
Pretty much, yeah,
right.
Exactly.
And,
they're going to head to their vacation home in Italy, and they're going to hang out there for a few months. And then they'll come back quietly. They won't make any announcement about them coming back. They're not going to make some big grand announcement. Oh, I'm coming back to the United States. No, they're just going to quietly fly back over to the U.S. And then they're just going to go back into their house, and you'll never hear about it. Okay, you'll never hear about it. But they're going to make this grand exit.
They're still going to do shows out here. If they're movie stars, they're going to go to the movie. They're going to go into their movies out here or whatever. It's not going to be a big deal. And for what this guy was saying, celebrities have no power. Absolutely true. If anything, it probably hurt him. Like the regular person doesn't want to hear multimillionaires talking about how hard things are.
Oh yeah,
you literally don't get it. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, like a lot of us, like real talk, man. A lot of us are living like much different lives. You know, we have a lot going on a day-to-day basis. We don't have millions just to, pick up and leave. It's like, all right, man, I don't like the temperature and the current environment. I'm out of here. Yeah, man, we got to sit here and deal with it, But the funniest thing is most of these guys, all they want to do is just virtue signal. It's just tell everybody, oh, I think things are terrible. I think things are horrible. I'm leaving. And then they just, they go to their vacation home, and then they just quietly slink back. All right. Quietly slink back into the country. No fanfare, no noise, none of that crap. And next thing you know, I saw him out there on, Hollywood Boulevard, Sunset Boulevard, whatever. I saw him at a party, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, man, I thought this guy was gone. It's ridiculous, man. But anyway, go ahead.
No, I was like, that's what they did last time. That's what they're going to continue to do. I've seen videos of just regular people being like, we're going to Canada. And I'm like, good luck with that, man. Like, they got it. They got some pretty bad stuff going on up there.
Yeah.
You think it's going to be bad down here? Have fun where you're going. Well, don't.
No, that's real talk, man. That's real talk.
It's crazy.
But this is bringing up the first topic that I kind of want to discuss when it comes to celebrities and how they have no power. Because this article right here, this is on Mint. Why Hollywood's star power couldn't win the vote for Kamala Harris. Social media has the answer. It seems like right now, these celebrities are flipping out because they can't pull people. They can't sway an election. They cannot sway people to, oh, well, since Beyonce came out there and endorsed this person, I'm going to go ahead and vote for that person. Or since, who else it was? That Avengers video. Remember that Avengers video? Oh, since the Avengers are all coming together and uniting and they're talking about, yeah, we're going to vote for Kamala and we're going to get this stuff going for Kamala. Like, nah, regular people no longer care about celebrities as if we ever did, but they really never, at this point in time, people have completely dipped out of celebrity culture. Celebrities are the most unimportant people out there right now. When you're talking about putting food on your table, keeping a roof over your head and everything else, and they've never been that important. But for some reason, people have always listened to celebrity endorsements. I've never understood that myself, but nevertheless, there are people that do listen to that. But apparently now, maybe people have started to get the hint. Hollywood star power is no longer going to pull people. It's talking about Taylor Swift, Jennifer Lopez, Beyonce, LeBron James. Yeah, all of these cats are just as irrelevant as ever. And it's just a beautiful thing to see, man. Social media users argued that the endorsements appeared inauthentic, alienated her connection with the middle class. They've always been inauthentic.
Yep.
When has a star's endorsement ever been authentic? They all feel like they're bought and paid for.
Yeah, and like celebrities and stuff never really used to come out, at least in droves like this that I can remember for elections before Donald Trump came around. Obviously, he was a celebrity before that, and so maybe it started a trend with that. But I mean, if these people are endorsing somebody and they're all in Hollywood, and I mean, look at the way that we criticize Hollywood and stuff. I mean, hell, we live out here in LA. You know what it's like.
Oh
It's
yeah.
it's not great. Like there's like a lot of these people are just off the rocker, man. They're insane. And I'm like, why would I listen to people who constantly vote in someone like Gavin Newsom? Like why would I ever trust anybody's opinion out here on that? Politics. That's why usually I stay out of politics when I'm talking to friends and stuff. I'm like, I don't
Oh
even want
yeah.
to know because I'm going to think you're stupid. Like,
Well, because
just throw
it
it out
goes
the
right to
window.
it goes right to the bubble. It starts to list some of the reasons here. Celebrity endorsements lack authenticity. They live in a bubble, folks. Everybody knows the celebrities live in a bubble. They're completely disconnected from us, the regular folks, and they're living in a an echo chamber. They only like you see Hollywood. You see Hollywood for what it is. So for them to come out and try to say, "Oh well, we're endorsing such and such a candidate," it's like I could care less, man. I can care less. Hey, it's me in HD. Social media pulled back the curtain on these Hollywood weirdos. The whole situation with the Diddy parties and everything and how disgusting this stuff sounds. It's like, why would I listen to any celebrity that was ever at a Diddy party tell me who I should be voting for? Why would I ever listen to any of them people? Can somebody explain that one to me? No, you can't. Social media, like you said, has outed these clowns. They have absolutely outed these clowns. They talk about the repetition of Hillary Clinton's mistakes because she relied a lot on celebrity endorsements. Celebrity endorsements and concerts didn't work for Hillary. Why would Kamala think they would work for her? Exactly. Look, man, these people are fake and phony, man. They act for a living. All right. Their job is to play pretend, to make you believe that there's something else going on with this person that isn't actually true. All right. That's what their job is. Their job is to act. So if I'm watching any celebrity do anything, I think it's an act. I just literally think it's an act. I don't think they're telling me what I really, oh, yeah, let me really hear what you feel. No, they are paid to do this stuff. Paid endorsements, man. It's just amazing. But anyway, let's keep going. Paid endorsements lose credibility. Okay. Turns out people don't take paid celebrity endorsements seriously. Many believe that the endorsements were just another form of celebrity marketing, not real political advocacy. Exactly. They're actors.
Yep.
Actors, y'all. Actors.
Yeah,
That's it. That's all. They're acting.
they're adult pretenders, like how Gary says, and it's absolutely true. It's like without that, and I mean, half the time they're sitting there reading their script off their phone, like on the Avengers stuff. They're sitting there, you can see them reading stuff.
That's
It's like
this right here, the
not
stage
even
narrative, right?
yeah.
That's what the Avengers thing was. It was a staged narrative. It was staged to force a narrative down Americans' throats. Never believe celebrity endorsements. They're in it for the money always. Boom. Do you think that those guys just like really said, hey, guys, let's gather together and let's put together some little endorsement thing for Kamala, Scarlett Johansson and RDJ and all of those cats? Do you really think they sat down and said, hey, let's put this, we're going to do this on our own? Of course they didn't do it on their own. They got paid to do that. So it's
And
again, it's all
the video
stage,
is
it's all
talking.
fake.
Yeah, the video is even talking down on democracy. They're like, yeah, we're down on democracy or something like that. And it was like, it made
Right.
it sound like you're against it. It was so bad. Like whoever
Right.
wrote that needs to be fired like immediately.
Get at least right, get a better writer at least. Because that was
Yeah.
garbage. That was straight garbage, man. That was embarrassing. I was like feeling secondhand cringe from watching that, man. I was like, oh man, this is cringy. Who wrote this shit? This was terrible. Anyway, reckless spending. That's the other thing. Users are quick to call out Harris for her reckless spending. Did you hear how much she spent on her campaign, bro? A billy. Billy.
Yeah, she was
And
like 1.3 billion, and she's still $20 million in debt, and
still
Trump
20
offered to pay it
million in
off.
the
It's too funny, man.
Yo, it's out of control, man. Let's bring on one more member. Uncle T in the house. T. Hey, man, did you listen to those celebrity endorsements, man? The celebrity endorsements do it for you?
Well, I didn't vote, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. T don't vote. I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, the spending is out of control, That's the whole thing. So this is just peeling off of T. the comment of the week. Celebrities have no power. Celebrities have absolutely lost their power when it comes to everything. Nobody wants to hear from celebrities anymore. It's a wrap. I think celebrities are going to become more and more irrelevant. And just like everybody told LeBron James to shut up and dribble, folks going to be like, shut up and act. Shut up and act. Shut up and direct. I don't care about your opinions on social issues, on political issues. Shut up. Do your job. We'll take care of the vote and all of that, So I think this is a good thing right now. Celebrities have lost any perceived power that they might have had. And now maybe, just maybe, hey, you guys will stop trying to sell us on celebrity and try to sell us on your policies. Sell us on what's actually real, not this fake BS. Maybe that's what we're going to finally get to, which would be a pleasant thing, in my opinion. Anyway, that's it for that topic. I want to move on to this one. Everybody, shout out to you guys. Hit the like button. Got 82 folks here. We're growing. We want to get some more folks in here. So hit that like button if you haven't already done so. Let's jump on to the next topic. All right. So this one, I know y'all saw this, man. Woo! This is out of control, ladies and gentlemen. This one is out of control. Wicked merchandise mistake sends children to a graphic, unintended website. So, if you guys haven't seen this story, this one is wild. Okay, absolutely wild. So, here we go. Thatpartplace.com. Marvin Montanaro, he wrote this article. The toy line for the Universal film adaptation of the Broadway musical Wicked has released in stores. The packaging for Wicked movie dolls, products aimed at children, includes a website URL for Wicked. However, this isn't the website for the big budget musical film. Rather, it connects to a not safe for work lewd entertainment site. It's basically porn. All right. It sends you to wicked.com. I'm going to go ahead and bring up this image right here. So this was, somebody tweeted this out. Robert Meyer Burnett, shout out to RMB. All right. Robert Meyer Burnett tweeted this out. So I don't know if this is actually real. It is. The dolls from the upcoming Wicked film have a famous porn company's website on their packaging because nobody can actually be bothered to do their jobs anymore. Yeah, you can see it right there, folks. This is wild. I'm not going to the website. I wouldn't go to this website if I was y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not going to do it. But anybody that knows this website, and I'm sure a few of you out there do, it's a wild one right there. Real quick, before we keep it going, man, let me bring Dante Verbal Riot in the house. What's up, Dante? How's it going, bro?
Going good, man. Going good. Yeah, I was just looking at this picture right before you I hopped on.
Oh, were you?
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Somebody's getting fired. You know that, right?
Oh, my God, yes. If you don't fire somebody after this, this is on kids' toys. This is on a child's toy, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Little kids picked this up and they was like, oh, if I want to go to this website and type it in and catch some information about the movie, you ain't going to catch information about the movie. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay. You're not catching information about
not that movie anyway.
You'll get some movies, right?
You'll get an education about a movie, but yeah, it's not going to be the musical, man.
This is incredible.
But here, like we said earlier, man, if that company doesn't cash in on this with a parody, of Wicked.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You talk about the biggest missed opportunity in the world.
They should have that on the front page as soon as you jump over to the website, right there. Green Witch, little kid whispering in her ear.
But they don't do right that, there. Man. Come on.
Yeah, that's what they doing, man. Out of control. So yeah, let me show you this. It's on this type of a toy. So this toy is clearly aimed at a child. How do you fuck up this bad? How do you fuck up this bad? Everybody is saying it. Look, everybody is saying it right here, man. DEI's hires at work for. That's how I see it, man. Somebody hired the wrong person for diversity, equity, and inclusion reasons, and this is what happened. That is absolutely ridiculous. T, you seem stunned, sir. You all right?
Oh, I'm not stunned at all. You know, I sell packaging,
T
man.
over there on the website. T, get off of wicked.com, bro. I see you distracted right now. T, get off of wicked.com.
Keep it on mute. Keep it on mute.
So this is somebody's gap that they didn't read the proof of what they were doing. It looks like it was done out of the country. From I see the label and it says Argentina, and I see China on the side there. So somebody just didn't read the proof, man. And you know, somebody's head is gonna roll once this gets mainstream, man. And whoever's smart, the producers will try to cover this up as much as they can, but they can't because the product's already in motion, already on the boats. It's probably in containers, you know.
It's on shelves, man. This picture right here. This shows you this is on a shelf. Okay. This is on a shelf somewhere. It got the tags on it and everything. This thing is already out there. Yeah. This ain't even like, oh, we caught it in the warehouse somewhere.
Oh no. These are out in stores right now.
Well, what they'll try to do is they'll try to yank this off the shelves as much as they can and make the associates do it like a replacement patch label to cover it up. But I mean, anybody can peel it off, man. But somebody didn't read the proof for this. You know, this is mass produced. So this is overseas, mass produced, or in Argentina, it looks like, and they just didn't catch this, man, at all.
This story is going to blow up pretty soon too, because like all the promotion for Wicked is amping up. Like I saw a promotion for Wicked when I went and saw Heretic. I mean, it's an A24 horror movie, and then they show, they showed Wicked, and I'm like, that's kind of a weird movie to show in front of a horror movie, but I mean, they're just pushing it out there. So I mean, it's gonna get spread out there pretty quickly.
Yeah. Well, the movie drops in what? Like it's November,
the 22nd.
Right?
Yeah, on the 22nd.
A couple of weeks, man. It'll be out.
Yeah. So they ramping up the marketing. They trying to get this thing cracking. Yeah,
it'll be the aftermath, and they can't do anything because obviously they want it on shelves for Christmas, man. But it's the aftermath that this movie does. Imagine that this movie does as well as it's probably projected to do, and then people are going to go get the toys and they're like, what's going on? You know, kids have cell phones. They're going to look this up, man, no matter what.
Easily, man. The kids going to be right on it, man. That's probably how they found it, because somebody probably went to that website. A kid probably went to the website, and that's how hey, whoa, what's this? Mom, I don't understand what this is. Can you tell me what's going on here?
There's probably a scam.
This isn't the movie we signed up for. What is this?
Now technically, you know, these are being shipped to girls, and I think, you know, it's almost better that it is in a way, because the girls aren't going to look at it, and it's easy to kind of just get rid of. But it's too late. It's already out there now.
Yeah,
it's like you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube, man.
Not at all.
They're screwed.
Somebody's in trouble, man. Somebody's in major trouble.
So they came out with their apology
for my brother, and like just hand it over.
And
somebody's gonna be like, "This is for my brother," and just hands us a link over.
No,
that's how that gets out there.
To go back to the packaging portion, somebody has to sign off on this. It's not something that it's not a verbal agreement. Like, okay, yeah, somebody had to sign off. So there's a signature that has proof for this and said, oh, yeah, that looks fine. Because they just glanced over it and thought, okay, it looks good. No, it's not, man. That is horrible.
This is a quality control issue right here.
Yeah. Oh, 1000%. Yeah. Yeah. This is the thing you were talking about right here, T, right? This is made in Argentina. Mm-hmm. So like, I don't know, T, you're in the packaging game. What kind of, I guess, when it comes to packaging, like what kind of proofs do they have to go through? Like, don't they have somebody scanning this, reading this, making sure every I is dotted and T is crossed?
It's an art drawdown, right? So they got and you can do that through email. They emailed it to somebody and said, hey, does this artwork look good? Are you going to sign off on this? This is approved. Somebody had to see it run and say, okay, yes, great. So there in packaging, there's you're going to dot the I's and cross the T's and make the line for the Q, right? A capital Q. Somebody's head is going to roll for this. And trust me, they're not going to like it. You know, this is a major mistake. Mistake.
Oh, easily, man. Well, they've apologized for it. Mattel apologizes for mistakenly leaking the adult porn site on the packaging. We deeply regret.
Mattel? Oh,
Mattel, man. Bro, this is a Mattel doll, Barbie, right? Like that's where this is at. The company that does Barbie So you can imagine all of these dolls are lined up right next to the Barbie section at your not Toys R Us because they ain't around, but Target, Walmart, wherever they got Barbie dolls, they got these dolls right next to them. So they said, we deeply regret this unfortunate error and are taking immediate action to remedy this. Parents are advised that the misprinted incorrect website is not appropriate for children. The company said in the website, no shit. Damn, man, this is a disaster, man. And for all of the negativity that's coming out for this movie because of this chick right here, Cynthia Erivo, okay, all the negativity that she spread on this is just adding more to it. It just seems like a clusterfuck at this point. I'm not saying that this movie's not going to do well in the box office. It's probably going to do all right, but it's just hilarious how bad things can go. And it seems like this movie might actually be cursed in some way, shape, or form based on everything that's happening for it right now. But we'll have to see.
It is, man. I mean, look, I keep saying this over and over. This should have been a home run for Universal, right? This movie should be a home run. I mean, it already has the backing behind it. It has the fan base behind it, right? And by the way, the fan base is not us.
No, it is not us.
Even though I've seen it a few times, and I think it's a good musical for what it is, but it's not for us. But the audience is for. It's kind of like Barbie, right? This movie, technically on paper, shouldn't even fail. It shouldn't fail because it already comes with a certain fan base, and it seems like they are taking the Barbie route where they're trying to make it an event, right? Not just a movie, but a big event. So they had all the momentum for them. Until this chick started talking, and spewing a bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
So this is a case where you can literally blame the talent if it doesn't do well.
Yeah. When I just saw the trailer the other day when I went to see Heretic, literally the couple next to me, the girl was talking to her boyfriend and was like, I really want to see that movie, but I'm gonna wait till it comes out and we'll just watch it at home. And I was like, man, we talk about that. And I was like, I'm literally hearing it 2 seats away from me. I'm just like, there's a lot of people who just don't want to go see stuff in the theater, man. And something like this, probably with a bunch of kids and stuff, it's like, I don't want to deal with all that nonsense.
I mean, look, I think they could play it right. Even, there are less people going to the movies. But if they played it right, they can make it an event where, like Barbie, women showed up for that, The women and the gays showed up for Barbie. You feel me? Because that was their target.
Do you remember
that was their target, and they hit their target.
Hey Dante, do you remember in Burbank? It was like a sea of pink everywhere.
Yes, with men and women wearing pink. Yeah, no, it was just a sea of pink.
It was pretty crazy.
These toys are not going to sell. They're going to be in Marshalls in 3-4 months, man. Like this marketing gap is humongous, man. Somebody's head is going to roll. Because even if they let's say they got the stickers in to cover it up, to replace it, you can still peel in and see the original, man. That's the only other fix I can see for this. But, you can best believe there are more toys that are on the way still that have that wrong website information. So there's nothing they can do besides just put out a great movie. And, like I said, man, it's not good.
Hey, one more person coming on right now. Let's bring him to the stage. The homie Kata in the house. What's up, Kata?
What up? What's up with y'all? What's good?
Man, we just talking about this Wicked scenario, man. I know you.
With the website. Yeah. I was on Saturday Night Hypnosis, and we had Minority Home on there, and she actually has a couple of the toys, and she brought it out, and you can see clear as day it had the website on there. I was like, oh wow. That's great, man. I love that.
That's crazy work, though, man. I'm telling you, like whoever did this needs to get fired, man.
They out of there, man. No, there's no chance they're keeping their job after this one, man. This is the biggest blunder they probably ever had in their entire career, to put a porn website on a child's toy. That is the biggest blunder. I can't think of a bigger blunder. I can tell you a bigger blunder. A bigger blunder is if Wicked doesn't do a parody. Of Wicked. That would be the biggest blunder. They got to do the parody, man. Parody. I'm probably sure. You got to think about it. They probably had something in the works anyway. because
Right.
that's how they probably had something in the works, and they was like, "Oh hell yeah, man, perfect timing, let's go." You got
I mean, dude, you know how much you have to pay for this kind of marketing? No, hey, I'm being real here. I've been in marketing for 30 years. Do you know what cats pay for this kind of marketing? And they're getting it free.
Yeah, for free. They didn't do nothing.
They're getting it free, man.
Hey, but now I kind of want to go watch the movie now. So hey, it's working. It's working.
Yeah, that website convinced Kata. He was like, "Whatever this movie's about, I'm all in."
I'm not watching this. Now he's like,
if you're gonna have that green bean out there, I'll go watch the movie.
Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. 103 of you guys. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Appreciate that. All right, guys, we're gonna move on. This is going to be non-spoilers for about 5 minutes or so, and then we will jump into the spoilers. Talking Penguin episode 8. Did you watch it, Kata?
Yeah, I just I watched it and gave the baby a bath.
Dude, I'm still blown away by it, man.
Yeah, man. Awesome. No, this thing is wild, man. This was a crazy episode. Okay, without saying any spoilers, okay, let's go down the line. Give me your thoughts on the final episode and the season as a whole. Syphax, let's start with you.
The season as a whole and the final episode I thought were amazing all the way through. Like all 8 episodes are good on their own. And then just to wrap it up the way that they did, I thought they did a great job bringing everything together and then really selling it at the end and everything. I just had a great time every single Sunday. It was like what I was looking forward to every week. I'm like, all right, at least at the end of the week, I got something good coming. And it delivered. And I think the finale really, really knocked it out of the park. And I like how they set it up for, next things to come, with the Batman 2. So that's how I feel about it. I thought it was awesome. So, yeah.
All right, Dante, what you think?
Man, I honestly, this show just surpassed expectations, man. Because I don't think any of us were excited, when we first heard like there was going to be a Penguin spinoff of the Batman. I mean, not that we thought it would suck, but none of us were super excited about it. You know what I mean? And this show was blowing all my expectations. From day one, from that first episode, and I remember that's the first time I watched like an episode like back to back. You know what I mean? Like right after I watched it the first time, and I knew then I'm like, okay, this is going to be a damn good show, and I am so happy that they didn't drop the ball in the end, man. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was a damn good finale, and for me, they stuck the landing.
Okay, all right.
I mean, there were some. I had a few problems, but other than that, I mean, but they're kind of small. I mean, overall, great finale, great show. If you guys haven't watched it yet,
I had some problems with the ending too. We'll get to it in the
spoilers. Yeah, we'll get to it.
T, what did you think, bro?
I agree with what he said. If I want to nitpick at a show that was like overall, I thought it was a 10 out of 10. There were a couple little things you could nitpick at, but everything was very believable. To me, it had that Walking Dead kind of feeling where you're like, damn, man, I wasn't expecting this to be consistent like this, and it stayed consistent. I mean, from all the episodes, maybe in the middle there, but they really stuck and landed to me. Man, didn't see some of the stuff coming, but I'm glad it came the way it did.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. All right, Kata, what you got?
I don't know what else I can add. I feel the exact same way. It was just excellent from start to finish. And I thought the ending just encapsulated everything that we felt the entire time with, hey, this is the Penguin, and he's a bad guy. He's a villain. And this is what villains do. And it's great. I like it. I like it. They wrote a compelling bad character. Like he is a bad person, but he's so compelling. And the entire series was just excellent, man, from start to finish. I was really upset that it ended. I was upset.
I was upset it ended too, because now what do we got to watch? It's like, man, ain't nothing on. We were watching. We had something to look forward to every Sunday, and now it's like, damn, what's coming up?
Dune, right? Dune.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the Dune show, and then Silo season 2 is coming out next week as well.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be watching that,
right.
And then shit. Other than that, I don't know what else is coming out.
Well, I mean, it's going to be hard going from a show of this caliber, man, and and going to what now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we have nothing to jump into from this. And the bar is set so high, man, that any other show now is going to be kind of mediocre in comparison. You know what I mean?
Is this the best show of the year? Do you guys say, is this the best show?
Yeah, for me, yeah.
Oh yeah,
to me,
definitely.
I would still put Shogun number 1.
That's what I was going to say.
That's
Shogun. Yeah, Shogun and
but I'll
Penguin
put this at number 2. Obviously, number 2, but Shogun's still number 1 to me.
But that's just me.
Which one?
All right, guys.
Yeah, I would put this above Shogun for me. But
hey, there's another show
I also like these characters more. So,
there's another show on Hulu called Reasonable Doubt, man. Oh my gosh, man, you want to talk about good writing? It's great writing on that show.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are jumping into spoilers now. If you have not seen the Penguin episode 8, dip out, come back when the spoiler tag is done, because we are going to talk all about this. Okay. Did y'all see that ending coming between Penguin and Vic? I don't think anybody saw that coming.
I did.
I did not see that shit coming at all.
I did when he talks to the council guy in there. He's like, "Oh, you got to be clean as a whistle." As soon as he said that, I knew he's like, "Oh, he has to cut ties." And then when he's talking to Vic, he's just like,
I saw it when he started talking to him.
Yeah. At that point,
I knew
that moment, I was
it
like,
had
shit,
to happen though, because
yeah,
in order for him to turn into the
own
character he needs to cut ties with all that kind of stuff. So I felt like that was gonna happen, and
it did suck though. I liked Vic. I liked him a lot.
Rest in peace, Vic.
Dude,
Yeah,
that tore me up, man. That because it like again between him, Sophia, and Vic, you know, it was always neck and neck who I was enjoying more. You know, it's like, man, some episodes I really like Vic, and then some episodes I really like the Sophia, and then sometimes it was the Penguin. And so when he had his arm around him, I was like, come on, man, don't do it. I was like, come on, don't. And then he just said, nah, he got to take him out, man. So yeah, he just chokes him out. And I was just, and then he takes the money out of his wallet.
Yeah,
dude. Just like, this dude is nothing to this guy. He really became a monster at that moment. The monster that they said he was. He was a monster, straight up. And no two ways to it.
Well, I think his mother was his only real tie to like humanity. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think when she died, like all the human part of him was just gone. You know?
Well, she's still alive. She just
but you know what I mean, though.
Yeah. Well, she pretty much a vegetable at this point. But yeah. Now that scene with Sophia and the mother, and they got the cigar clip right on her pinky, and she's trying to force the Penguin to admit that he killed his brothers, and he didn't do it. I was like, this dude's really about to let her cut his mother's finger off.
I love that part. I'm like, that just shows you exactly who he is. Just like he cares about himself.
That's the only nitpick part, because if you notice, you go back to that scene when he rescues her and gets up, his legs are skinny. I was like, that's the only time I ever looked at the show. Like, wait a minute, damn, it wouldn't make sense for him to be that fat and then have skinny legs, because that's Colin obviously underneath that. But when he was getting up and walking away, it wasn't as smooth as all the other roles. Maybe because he was moving fast. You know what I'm talking about, Dante? Like he got up and his legs were skinny, and I'm like, but that's just me nitpicking. Other than that, it was a great scene.
See, I didn't even notice that. So
man, it's his legs are super skinny, and you're like,
I was surprised the creepy doctor lived, because he gets shot in that scene, and then he comes back at the end.
No, he didn't get shot. That was somebody else.
That was somebody else. I could have sworn
he didn't get shot because he took Sophia behind the table, and then they got away.
He did. Yeah,
he didn't get shot. That was the other dude.
Then.
I thought he got shot as well, and then I looked and I was like, oh no, he didn't get shot.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
That was just a brutal like moment, man. And then you could just see her just kind of like admitting that she always knew, you know, and then the look on his face. And then at the end of that, she has she passes out, she has the stroke, and she collapses. And then that's it. That's the last conversation you sit back and think, that's the last conversation Oz had with his mother. Basically, his mother's telling him that you ain't shit. You always been a monster.
And stabbing him.
Like, wow.
Yeah, and stabbing him. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I forgot about the stabbing, man. Stabbed him in the gut. You know, the woman that he is pretty much always, like, even as a little boy, you know, all the way through his entire life. This is his mother, you know, like the one that he has done everything in his life for. That little speech at the beginning when they're sitting in the nightclub, you know, when he's a little kid. And, you know, he's saying, hey, I'm going to do everything for you. You're worth it. He's giving her all of his love and praise. And the whole time she's plotting to kill this kid. I was just like, man, this show is out of control, man. This is wild. The storytelling in this show is immaculate, man. I can't think of a single thing they did wrong with the story. All right. Does anybody have any flaws? There's some flaws that I didn't like towards the end with, you know, the way things kind of came together. I think they came together a little bit too easily in that one scene where, you know, Penguin, you know, they capture Penguin and then Sophia arrives. And then, you know, basically, you know, they turn the table on her. That's like, Sophia, you're supposed to be smarter than this. You know, she kind of walked right into that one.
And right. She showed up with like no people. It was like 2 people with her, 3 people, and that's it. And it's like, I think you would want a lot more people with you. But
why was that fire scene so long that led up to that? I felt like that was unnecessary.
That was a problem I had too.
Yeah, that was my only gripe for the episode. I'm like, you're doing a little too much of the. Like they put the little girl boss song in the background. I was like, okay, you're doing a little too much here. And then when she pulls up to the airport, I'm like, okay, she's kind of riding high right now. She thinks she has everything like going her way. So it made sense to me why she just thought everything was gonna like come together perfect. She didn't think those people would turn on that guy, but she forgot that Oz is like super convincing with everything. So.
That's why I was saying it's too easy. Like you walked into that. Haven't you been paying attention to Oz and how he has it? He's always 2 or 3 steps ahead of everybody. Like you just walked into that one, man. And maybe she thought that, you know, that I guess Zhao wouldn't turn so quickly, but it's like, this is the Penguin, man. He's been doing this shit all season, right. You know? So.
Well, and that's why the mom exposed her last week when she said, you know, you could play dress up, but, you know, you don't really know the game, you know, like Oz does.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
she was so clever in anything else. It just didn't jive with who she was as a character. Maybe you want to say, okay, well, she was in a mental hospital for 10 years, but someone who had been so clever could be out clevered by someone she knew was clever. Just didn't make much sense, right? So you spent all that time burning up the house and showing us that for nothing with these. Now you got backup that I didn't know you had backup with. Like it just didn't. That's the only part they just kind of like jumbled up, and I didn't feel like it fit with who she was, right? Even for her to get set up at the end, it just like, wow.
I like that part.
Do you think they killed off Vic because do you think they killed off Vic because he doesn't have a role in Batman 2, and they just had to get rid of that character?
No. They needed a reason for us to hate the Penguin.
Yeah, but
like going into the Batman.
Yeah, because if you go on because I went to X like right after this, just to look at the hashtag the Penguin, you know,
fucking bastards.
Obviously they got this stuff happening, but everybody's like, Oz, when I catch you. Everybody's pissed at Oz now, man. That's from Matt Reeves, basically a note saying thank everybody for watching the Penguin. And then Jozu said, I was cool with a nigga for 15 years, and it's just switched up on him one day for no reason. that's the Penguin. That's the Penguin, all right.
Oh man, that scene hurt, dude. Because the way he was like, oh my god, like he was saying please and shit and like begging and all that. I was like, oh, you're doing such a great job right now. You're pulling at the heartstrings, dude.
But you know what? I think I had somewhat of okay, I feel like there's a transition that was made that wasn't very smooth for me. And that was when he's talking to the councilman or the politician guy.
Oh, yeah.
So he has a little talk with him. You know, everything happens after that. But then he quickly is becoming, you know, the Penguin, right? I mean, from the comics. Like, you know, at the end, he looks like the Penguin, the bow tie. He's, you know, the top hat, right?
The top hat, yeah.
Like he's becoming that guy. They didn't do a good job of saying how much time had passed as to when all this is happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt like it wasn't very smooth. because from the time he talked to the councilman to the time he, started dressing like the Penguin, like how much time has passed?
Yeah. No, you're right, because we know that Sophia, I'm assuming she went through a trial and the whole 9 yards to wind up back in Arkham, because she's in Arkham at the end. So I wonder if she went through some kind of trial. Like, how long did all of that process take? Is that a couple of months, or did they just toss her in there immediately? You're right. There's no like concept of how long any of this is going down. And we know it's leading to the Batman too.
It was a lot of Batman Returns in there. But what do you guys think about her being half sisters with Selena Kyle, supposedly?
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, we knew that from the movie.
Yeah, we already knew it.
Yeah. It's like,
but yeah, I mean, but now it's Selena trying to
throws her the letter or whatever. I thought that was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, I guess she's going to be a part of it too. But because the very ending, they threw in a couple Batman references finally, because most of it didn't have any of it in it. So
I was fully expecting there to be like a. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was saying that like for instance, he stopped and looked at the lady from the mayor. Bella Real, he stopped and looked at her. That was a reference to the movie. Go ahead, Katie. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I was fully expecting to see just like a still frame of the Batman or something like that at the end, but they did the bat symbol, and I thought that worked as well. But I was fully expecting to see Batman at the end. It's still, I mean, regardless, I thought it was well done. It didn't need Batman in it at all.
Especially when he drops the line like, there's nobody in the way now, and then it cuts over to the bat symbol. And
I thought that was awesome. I thought that was cool. I thought that was cool. But yeah, it's just that's such a good show, man.
Yeah. It sucks that Vic had to go, man. And the actor is amazing, man. I hope that kid
he killed it.
Gets a lot of roles right now, man, because he was absolutely incredible. Okay, that's it for the spoiler discussion for the Penguin. Everybody, thank you very much for rocking it out with us. I hope y'all enjoyed the Penguin. I enjoyed it immensely. I hope DC takes this ball and runs with it. They start doing more shows, more solid, programming and episodes, because look, Marvel doesn't seem like it's getting the job done. Now, a couple of trailers dropped this weekend. Did you guys happen to catch those?
Yep.
I saw one. No, I saw two. I saw two.
Oh man, I have some thoughts, boy.
I saw the Captain America.
We are about to get into them right now. Actually, let me bring it up in the with the audio. So we got two trailers that dropped from Marvel. The first one we about to watch right now, Captain America: Brave New World. All right, and yeah, there's a lot of thoughts. There's a lot of thoughts on what we saw in this trailer. So if you guys haven't seen it, we're about to play it right now. We'll pause it along the way, have some discussions. But yeah, let's check out this trailer and let's see what we got. The next one coming up for Marvel.
You asked for me. Here I am. You want to help me? Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful. What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president. Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it. Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers. You're right. I'm not. Wait for it.
Well, what's up, Kata?
It looks so fake, dude. Like, I remember when I first saw the trailer and then got to that part, because up to here, I'm like, I mean, it's not the worst thing I've seen. I'm just not interested. And then when he drops down, like, I think the outfit looks good with the mask and shit. But when he drops down in that scene, you could tell the background is CGI. You can tell that the wings are CGI. You could just tell it looks so untangible. It's uncanny to me. Like, I hate that part. Like,
yeah, no, look, the trailer, I don't think this is a great trailer. It's not a bad trailer, but it's just kind of like, doesn't really do much for me. Let's finish it up though, and we'll talk more.
We're on the brink of war. I can't trust anyone. Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest.
I don't want a variable out there that I can't control.
Stop!
Captain America caught without his wings.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap? You don't even know what this is.
Since when were they red?
You want me? Come and get me!
All right,
Still
What's
not
your
excited.
thoughts?
it's a jumbled mess. Like, you can tell watching this trailer that this movie is going to be a fucking train wreck because that shit is jumbled together and it is so incoherent. Like, you really don't really know what's happening. Besides the fact that the president got attacked and there's a Red Hulk and Falcons fucking flying around and what's happening?
They're dealing with the leader, and then they took the cutting the bus scene from Shang-Chi and turned it into cutting a car in half. Like, so.
Well, that's the thing about the leader is the general audience doesn't know who the fuck that is.
Nope.
So they
Why
don't
didn't they
even
show
know
the
what's
leader?
happening.
Why didn't they show the leader? So you know who the villain is.
Yeah, everybody know. Well, we
Because
know, but the
supposedly
general audience doesn't.
There's supposed to be many villains, not just one. So it's probably a misdirect of some kind that they're failing in. My thing is this, man. I say this all the time. Even in sci-fi, even in fantasy, no matter what, there has to be rules, right? There has to be rules. There has to be like things that make you buy into why this world exists, for you to buy it, right? In what world does a man with no super serum in his body take a blow from the Hulk, even with the shield, even with that shield?
Let me tell you.
Even with that shield, it would break every bone in his body.
That's not true. Okay,
They're gonna have to superhuman him up somehow.
That wouldn't happen.
No, y'all are forgetting the most important thing, dude. He has black power. All right, he's fine.
He has social justice on his side.
Like, this scene right here is, this is obviously the scene that they are trying to, I guess mimic or whatever, Cap using the shield to block a blow from the Hulk. But I mean, even this looks more brutal than this. This looks like he's just like, all right, I got this, no problem. He's holding the shield up. It looks like he's barely doing anything. When you compare it to this, like, Cap is getting driven back into his face, and his skull is getting crashed into.
And he has power.
Wall behind, and he has power. Exactly. He has powers. And he's taking this from the Hulk. Like, Anthony Mackie looked like, oh yeah, I got this. No problem. No problem at all. Yeah. Oh, Red Hulk punching the shield. I got this. This looks terrible, man. And I can't believe they put this together. This looks so fake. Like, this shield would not do anything to stop this fist from pulverizing him. He would be absolutely dead.
He'd be dead.
He would be dead. The shield would the Hulk basically would drive this shield right on through his whole body.
And that's what takes me out of this, man. That's what takes me out of the movie, right? It's like, okay, if he's fighting like, villains that are on his level, sure. Then you have something, right? The Hulk, man. The Hulk. You know what I mean? Like,
he lost the
Ant-Man. Super soldier serum. No. I mean, what are they gonna? You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say it's a vibranium. The vibranium.
See, they can't. No, they can't keep doing that, man. Because Thanos broke his shield.
Yeah.
With,
right.
with his sword, right? I mean, the Hulk couldn't do any damage. Come on, they can't keep hiding behind the vibranium cop out.
Now we know unless he gets a shot, unless he gets the super soldier serum, I don't see how this works. It's not. Nobody's buying this. This looks fake. Number one, this looks fake.
Sorry, I think they're going off of like when Iron Man, Thor, and the other guy were fighting, and Thor hits Cap's shield, and they just assume that the shield can absorb anything, even though like Mjolnir or whatever should actually weigh like a ton, and it should just totally have probably even crushed him back a little bit, but it just sends a shockwave out. They'll probably do something like that with the Hulk. That's probably what they're going off of. They just assume that's how the shield works, and they don't understand the physics.
Well, they never really were consistent with that with the hammer, because if that was the case, every time the hammer hit the ground, it should just kept going,
Yeah, true that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
it's just he has control over it, but whatever.
Okay, look, my thing is even if the shield is say 100%, total vibranium, could take any kind of punch, whatever. It still doesn't explain why Anthony Mackie, who's human with human bones, human muscle, is not getting everything broken, right? The shield would be fine, but every bone in his body should be broken.
Yeah, the Red Hulk would have driven the shield straight into his body and would have crushed him. He cannot hold up to that punch.
No,
that's the point. He cannot hold
his
up
body
to that
would look
punch.
like when A-Train ran through that person in the first episode of The Boys. He would just shatter and explode.
That's
and
exactly
all
my
that's left is the shield.
Yeah.
Do you think
the
they're
shield
gonna
would be
do?
fine.
You think they'll do the cop out where, he will get hurt and then they give him a super soldier serum?
Probably. I mean, that's probably why the leader is involved, because he made the serum. Or he duplicated it, so that's probably the reason why he's in the movie.
They had the serum in the Falcon and Winter Soldier stuff, so clearly people out there have made it. So they might use something like that.
Yeah,
that's probably it.
Yeah, but I just think as a trailer overall, even without all of that stuff, it's just kind of a ho-hum kind of trailer. It's just like, all right, whatever. They're going with the whole political intrigue like they did with Captain America, Winter Soldier. They had the whole split screen where they got the two faces lined up like this is supposed to be some kind of political thriller. And it just seems so empty. Marvel, unfortunately, without Steve Rogers, it just doesn't feel like a good Captain America movie is coming our way. It just feels very ordinary and empty, and the fact that Anthony Mackie has already lost to Ant-Man, I'm just laughing at this whole situation at this point. I'm like, I don't believe him. I don't believe this guy can be the hero that can be Captain America. I just don't buy it. I'm just not buying it. So
I forgot all about
sadly
that.
and unfortunately, this is what we got now, guys. Go ahead.
I forgot all about that. What was it? Was it Age of Ultron? No, it was Ant-Man. It was in Ant-Man where Ant-Man
the first
beat
Ant-Man.
Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon.
Dude, get the fuck out of here, man. Ain't nobody pressed over Captain African America, bro. Ain't nobody pressed over that.
Okay, are we acting like Ant-Man is a joke here, man? I mean, his power is pretty. It could be pretty extreme. You know what I mean?
His powers
one,
are great.
He wasn't trained or anything, so he shouldn't have been able to beat him in theory. Other than he can go really small and get all up in his stuff. So that
but he's small with the strength of a man his size, like our size.
Yeah, he's supposed to be.
But that's the reason why they picked Falcon, because they had to pick an Avenger that Ant-Man would be able to beat. That's why they picked Falcon.
Oh yeah, of course. No, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. And
you're not gonna put him against the Scarlet Witch, come on, man. All
right, let's move on. We got one more trailer to check out. This is from D23. The Thunderbolts. Did you guys watch this one?
Oh yeah, this one I have a lot more to say about.
Okay, we got 3 minutes and 40 seconds. This is a long ass trailer. I was like, damn, y'all are showing us this whole movie apparently. But yeah, let's go ahead. Let's check it out. Thunderbolts from D23 Brazil.
Oh, America's so big. You ever drive through Oklahoma? It's so flat.
You got a convoy approaching fast. Step on it.
Come on. Come on, baby.
Okay, a bit faster, please.
Lexi. Okay, don't worry. Engaging defensive measures.
Oh my god.
Move the shield!
I do kind of want to stop right there with that stupid ass thing. that was so bad. That was so bad, man.
I'm so tired of that humor, bro. That's not funny.
Yeah. There's
Nobody's
nothing funny
going to
about that shit. Go ahead, bro.
Look, man, the problem with this movie, to be honest with you, is like it's basically trying to give us another Suicide Squad, right? Now, the Thunderbolts are a real team in Marvel in the comics, but if they had went with the original story, God, man, it would have been so much better. But no, they wanted to make their own little Suicide Squad, so they gave us all the rejects from all their other movies instead of giving us just a better team altogether, right? And you can explain away their backgrounds. This could have been a better film. I haven't even seen it. But the thing is, no one asked for it, and it's basically like someone put the script through an AI, and the AI just kind of filled out the rest.
Yeah. Like somebody came up with the story. All right, let's have some dialogue, some snappy, poppy dialogue. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Stupid things like that. Oh, he turns on the lights inside the limousine. Like, what the fuck is that all about? This is
and you know what's funny is like there probably is an AI command that says use the Marvel formula, and it could probably write you an MCU script like in a minute.
Yeah. That's what we're dealing with. Anyway, let's keep it going.
Is that Bucky? It's a Winter Soldier. That guy is so cool.
That's what I talk about!
That's not good.
How crazy is it to think of all the monumental fights that happened exactly here where you're standing? I mean, the place wasn't cheap, but it's got good optics. Look at you. You are all so adorable.
Eat shit, Valentina.
Make up your mind.
The assignment is... Oh, wait, hang on. Assignment is complete.
What kind of super serum did you get?
I don't know, regular. Hydra.
Hydra. Oh, fancy.
Who is this old Santa?
The Red Guardian.
What?
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops. Contract kills.
And you, former Red Room assassin. God only knows the blood on your hands.
Pretty ludicrous coming from the dime store Captain America.
I'll have you know I was actually the official Captain America, so.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Getting so tense in here.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
We're just drifting. And we don't have purpose. You can't escape the past.
So you can either do something about it now, or live with it forever.
So what, do we all just punch and shoot?
We are the Thunderbolts!
Can't call ourselves that.
Thank God.
The Thunderbolts. It's a cool name.
All right. Thoughts?
There's a Terminator ripoff. There's a Mission Impossible ripoff all in one scene right there. So that when Bucky goes in there, he does the Terminator shotgun, and then he does the one wheelie stall that was from like Mission Impossible 2 or some shit. It's like they have no original ideas going on there. They even took the thing from the James Gunn Suicide Squad movie where they have just a random named guy, even though that's probably going to be Sentry. But remember, there was the guy that follows him around, and then he dies off, and they make a joke about it. They're like, "We had somebody with us the whole time named that." It's going to be a joke like that. It's almost like a one-for-one ripoff.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
My issue with this movie is the same issue I have with Cap. So again, you have this team of leftovers from all the other films together, right? All of them with about Captain America's strength at best, and then you got the Sentry, right? Marvel Superman. You know, and with a team or versus a team of soldiers, basically.
Yeah.
The believability isn't there for me, man.
No, it's not. It's not. But see, you knowing the lore and everything going into it, that prepares you. But most people would just look at this and say it's a Suicide Squad ripoff. You know, because Bob, quote unquote, Bob, that's the Sentry. But you would think, okay, we don't really know anything about them. We don't really see them going up against them, even though I believe that is what the story is going to be. They have to take him down. Nobody knows that. But just looking at the trailer on its face, it just seems like a Suicide Squad ripoff. Just kind of like how the Suicide Squad, the first Suicide Squad, tried to rip off Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right.
It's literally the exact same thing. It's like, where are the original ideas? Like, you guys, this is what's sinking comic book superhero movies. It's the ripping off of everything else rather than doing something interesting and unique. Like you said, Dante, there's an actual good story with the Thunderbolts that they could have just told, and they would have been they would have made a movie 10 times better than this.
Actually, you know what they could have done? They could have just mixed. They could have just mixed the new Cap movie with the Thunderbolts. Make it one big movie. Cap versus the Thunderbolts.
They're both in the Winter Soldier, Falcon and Winter Soldier. It's like, just kind of make that into more of a movie.
That's all they have to do, right? Put a little espionage in there. You don't need the Red Hulk. You know, there's a lot they could have done.
Okay, they're saying you look dead inside, bro. You dead inside, bro.
It makes me think those rumors for Spider-Man 4 are true, where it's going to be Spider-Man and Null, because they're bringing Sentry in here, and Sentry's a big part of he's kind of a big part of the Null story. If you guys know that comic book, that's the only reason I can see them bringing him in. And then they also just brought out Null, even though that's Sony. I think they're going to actually do that storyline with Spider-Man 4 to bring Null in. And so then Sentry will be there, and then if you know that comic, you know what happens. But I could see them trying to do that. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah, I don't think they've thought that far ahead. To be honest with you, man, I
see. Go ahead. My bad.
I'm trying to understand the logic of why they went this direction with the Sentry. That's all. Like I don't. It doesn't make sense for a first movie to start with a guy that powerful, unless they're going to do the MCU thing and nerf the hell out of him, like they have everybody else,
which they probably will.
So they'll probably nerf him.
Yeah, they're gonna have to, or they're gonna have to bring out fucking Daenerys with all her powers and tattooed arms and shit to come out and break them from Secret Invasion. But I watched that trailer, and all I see is just mediocrity. I see just like a dime store version of the Suicide Squad. You're taking a character that you didn't mean to make a good character in John Walker, and you're turning him into the punchline of every joke. And then you have Winter Soldier, who and Captain and the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show, you had him go through his arc, which was the best part of the show, was him, coming to terms with the shit that he dealt with, and then you throw him right back into the shit that he already dealt with. And I look at this, I go, man, just get this shit off of my screen, dude. Like, why are y'all doing that, man? Because it's not gonna make you any money, okay? It's not gonna make you any money. All right, nobody's really interested in it. And at the end of the day, it's not going to do anything but hurt your brand. So why are we doing this?
I mean, it hurts me, man. I mean, I was a huge Thunderbolts fan, man. I had every issue, especially that first run. I literally had every issue, and to know what they could have did with that book and that team, where it didn't have to be Marvel's Justice or Suicide Squad. It could have been its own thing. It would have been original. It would have been this, new group of superheroes who've popped up out of nowhere and won the love of the city. And then guess what? You know, it turns out they're all ex-supervillains, right? Or they're supervillains, but with a plot. Like that could have been an interesting story to tell, and not as a movie, but as a Disney Plus show.
Yeah, they could have. But there is one plus I saw in that trailer. It looks like Taskmistress is probably going to die.
Good, because that hurt most of all. Taskmaster's in my top 3 of favorite villains, man, of all time.
Awesome. Yeah.
I've always loved the Taskmaster. Awesome. I had the first issue with him in it with the Avengers. Dude, when I saw that in Black Widow, I was like, fuck this movie. I was like, dude, come on, man. I'm like, this is what you're doing to my boy?
Takes the helmet off and like her shoulders get smaller. Yeah, that was
he making her a retarded woman like that. That's what you're gonna do to my boy, right?
It's literally been a man the entire film, but as soon as you get there, somehow she just gets super small and turns into a woman.
I'm like, come on.
And then after that, it's still a man when they're doing the action scenes when they're falling through the sky. So it's like,
it's totally a guy.
You know what?
Tell.
You know what?
And most people don't even remember ghosts exist. So to bring her into this is kind of hilarious because nobody even really liked the second Ant-Man movie, but it's like to bring her back for some reason. I have no idea why. But
what you got? T, go ahead.
Trailer, man, and I've been quiet here for the last probably 8-10 minutes, man. Look, what I see in this damn trailer is men are stupid, women are smart, telling these dumb men what to do. You're gonna have this estrogen party mixed with a little bit of our superheroes, right? It's a movie mainly about what Marvel is steering their audience towards, a female-led movie, basically, right? A team-up movie where the guys are somehow too dumb to get things because they're fighting amongst each other while the women are figuring things out, right?
Yep.
Yelena running her thing. It just seems very hacky, man. You know, you got what's her name? Julia Louis-Dreyfus. She just clown on a man that's got superpowers. Just like how am I supposed to take this movie serious for that trailer? You don't. It's a joke, man. It's like a Saturday Night Live skit. You know, we all come together somehow and then we, form Voltron. No, man, I'm not digging this, man. Although I hope it's good, man. I hope it is, man. But this trailer isn't good enough, man. You didn't even see Taskmaster's head. You just saw the body. Is that really
Taskmaster? Up for like 1 second.
Did you see her face? I didn't see her. You didn't see anything. How am I supposed to get geeked about this freaking story, man? When I already know you changed what the originally was to put this freaking Dollar Tree version of the Thunderbolts together. I'm not feeling that, man, at all, man.
Since they showed us so little of Taskmaster, that she's either not going to have a big role at all, or she's going to betray the team.
There you go. It's
she's going to be the one to betray the team.
The mole amongst moles. Like the Yelena scene. Why do we need to see? Oh, I'm doing this. I'm not excited about anything. I'm just and I know some Russians are like that. You know what I mean? I was married to one for a little bit, but hey, look, it's not. Come on, it's not like that, dude. I mean, can we get something that makes me passionate about looking forward to what Marvel has, dude? Like you said, it's a rip-off story. They're really bad at ripping stories off and trying to interpret themselves. Are you going to be a serious movie genre, or are you going to do this hacky comedy stuff? It's okay when Robert Downey Jr. and Thor get away with it. That's what happened. They got away with that crap in Ragnarok, and that's been their theme the whole.
Well, I think Guardians was the first where they really they went all in on it with Guardians. Yeah.
But they got away with Thor Ragnarok. I wasn't expecting that Thor Ragnarok the way it was, and damn it, if it didn't pull at your heartstrings. You're like, man, this is kind of cool. Well, you're talking about a story about Ragnarok, and they made it into a comedy. You see what I'm saying? So the rest of the stuff they try to get away with, and they're like, okay, that's the formula that works. But it hasn't worked in any other movie. It didn't work in Shang-Chi. Didn't work in what? Black Widow. Didn't work
in the Marvels.
Oh, come on, man. It was awful.
It didn't even work in Black Panther 2 with the death of Chadwick Boseman. It didn't work there either. They tried to make that a whole big
thing. That was weird.
Yeah. So how much money do these movies make? Does either one of these movies at least crack $500 million? I'm pretty sure they're going to need a lot more than that to make their money back. But do either one of these movies, Thunderbolts or Captain America: Brave New World, do either one of them at least make $500 million?
I think Thunderbolts has a chance to make cost to break even, it has a chance. I think Captain America, because of all the reshoots and how expensive it costs, they're taking a bath on that.
I think they're sitting around 400
taking a bath.
million. If they're around 400 million, they got
Yeah,
to
no, they're not making that back.
1.2 just to break even after marketing and everything.
And it's coming out on Valentine's Day.
It's not even close.
That is poor. There's no way I'm releasing that on Valentine's Day. I'm releasing that February 1st.
And Black History Month. Don't forget that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Bring your family to watch this political intrigue with a black Captain America. Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna watch this movie.
Who has
I don't think
interest? Who these apparently Marvel superheroes don't get horny. And just what is going on here?
Wait, what are we talking about?
Wait.
The rails. Be careful.
I'm saying it's a Valentine's Day movie. It's coming on National Love Day or International Love Day, and you got no love interest probably in this story. I just love saving my country, man. Like, come on, man.
You know what? I don't want to see anybody getting their cheeks clapped in a Captain America film, man. Like that's not why I go watch Captain America.
I want it. Hey, at least
I know, man. Red Hulk might be giving him the business on that one.
I don't know, man. I need to see some kind of. Hey, I see it in Lethal Weapon. Can I get some kind of macho-ness in this? Some kind of machismo? Give me something, man. Damn, is that too much to ask? Jesus
Christ, it is, man. Apparently, man. Hey, real quick, I left this super chat hanging out there. My apologies to SWA. Says Penguin is one bad dude for $2. Thank you very much, SWA. And yes, the Penguin is bad to the bone, man. They made him a full-fledged villain in that last episode. No question at all about it. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. I saw this also. Let me share this real quick. This is from D23 Disney in Brazil. They got this shot of the Fantastic Four. This is the first look at a futuristic New York City in Fantastic Four, the first step, set in the 1960s. So this is the stage, and you can see, it definitely is a futuristic look. I'm confused. I don't know why they're setting this up in the future, but it's not. It's in the past. But this is what they're doing with the Fantastic Four. What are y'all thoughts on this? When you see this is the direction that this show is going to take, it's obviously in an alternate universe.
That's
clearly
how the Fantastic Four is supposed to be. If you ask me.
Yeah, I honestly think it's the only way to do it right, man. I mean, it has to be done this way. And I already said back a long time ago, the reason why the other Fantastic Four movies didn't do well for me is because I think that book is a period piece, man.
Yeah.
And they work better in the 60s, 70s than they do in current time.
100%. That's how it's supposed to look. Somebody said in the chat, retro future. That's how the Fantastic Four is supposed to be. It's supposed to be in the 60s, but it's supposed to be futuristic as well. So when I see that, I'm like, that's the aesthetic that you're supposed to go with these characters. That's what's going to work.
But
if they hit all of that, it could work.
The other thing they can't do with the Marvel universe as it is especially if they're using Robert Downey Jr. as Doom, because he's like an iconic figure around the world. There's murals and stuff about him. You can't have him play Dr. Doom and not everybody's like, wait a minute, aren't you Iron Man the whole time? Like, they definitely can't do that. And plus, it's set in the 60s, so it's just they kind of need to do something like this. They almost have to. And I know you guys are saying with the comics, it already is like this. So
my thing about that is if Robert Downey Jr. doesn't at least spend 80% of his time in the mask, it's going to take me out of it, man. Like when he's wearing the Doom mask, I could see him as Doom. But I think when he takes it off, it's going to throw everybody off when he takes off the mask and it's Iron Man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like it was a dumb choice to cast Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom. It was a dumb choice, man.
It's a bad first Dr. Doom to do because we already know you're going to reset it afterwards. So you're going to have RDJ be your Doom, but he's not actually Doom, because then when you reset it, you're going to say, okay, now we have our actual Victor Von Doom, but it's like we already just saw it, so it doesn't mean anything because you already tainted it with Robert Downey Jr. So I think it's lazy and it's cheap. We already knew they did it for a pop, so it's like they
didn't learn anything from all their Kang stuff, man. They have like a ton of different Kangs, and they didn't learn. It was like nobody wanted to see Kang lose 3 times and then make him the biggest villain. It's like you've already beat him twice in a TV show and in a movie. So why does anybody care about this person?
No, that's one of my biggest fears is they're going to make Doom lose, and then they're going to recast him, and now Doom is going to be this just character that's lost. The exact same thing. It's Kang.
Mhm.
You hit it on the nose, Cyfax. Doom has to be a Thanos level villain, and he only loses in the final, the final Avengers, whatever you're going to do, And the way they're setting up Secret Wars, I'm not feeling that either. I mean, they're just speed running everything, man. Secret Wars should have a longer setup, in my opinion. There should be 2 Secret Wars.
Well, Doomsday is before it, right?
What's that?
Doomsday is before Secret Wars, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, Doomsday is before Secret Wars. But is that supposed to be like a part 1 of Secret Wars?
Yeah.
I feel like Secret Wars, okay. And maybe that sets it up then, because I'm not sure how they're going to build it into Secret Wars. Secret Wars is a very big, very important story in Marvel. And to me, that needs time to develop. You got to develop everybody that's there. I don't know if they're going to have X-Men in there or not. They should, but who knows how they're going to try to shove them in, if at all.
I heard that they are going to introduce mutants. So we'll see what that means.
Another stupid thing to do, dude. Like, no, it's gonna be so dumb, man. They're gonna throw every single character and actor that you knew from the early 2000s into Secret Wars, and then after everything is done, they're gonna say, "Okay, we're rebooting, we're recasting the X-Men, we're gonna be doing this, that," and it's like, bro, why? Just do that already. Like, you're just gonna taint. Well, who the fuck is in charge over there? Do you not understand that the audience, the general audience, is going to be annoyed because you're going to keep giving them the same thing they already just had?
Right.
It's golly.
Well, if you're asking if a studio ever learns their lessons, the answer is no.
No,
obviously
absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now let's jump over to this, and here is a studio that may have learned their lesson. And we're getting some information about James Gunn's Superman trailer. We may know when the first trailer for James Gunn's reboot will arrive. And basically, there's a couple of things coming up in December. And they're saying that, it's definitely going to drop in December. We've been waiting on this. We need this trailer, okay? This trailer, out of every trailer that is out there, is going to be one of the most anticipated, if it's not already the most anticipated trailer right now, is this Superman trailer. When is it dropping and what's going to be on it? Because this is going to make or break this movie, in my opinion. If this trailer is dynamite, this movie is going to be dynamite, and it's going to do well in the box office, and James Gunn has gotten the DC universe off on the right foot. If not, it might be over already. That's how big this trailer is, in my opinion. I think this is a huge trailer. He has to stick the landing just with the trailer to get people excited and pumped up for the film that's coming out in July of next year. Remember, this is going, I think, somewhat head-to-head, or at least dropping in the same month as Fantastic Four. So they're saying basically like, they're saying that they're going to have a event in Brazil, which runs from 5th of December to 8th of December. So we may have a trailer dropping early December for this. If not, they said for sure, we have heard that the full trailer won't debut until Christmas Day during one of the scheduled NBA games. All right. But I bring this up to ask you guys this. Is this trailer, how big is this trailer? In my opinion, this is a big trailer. This is the most important thing right now. Warner Brothers has to nail this, because if they don't, I don't think this entire universe is going to be, we'll have Creature Commandos and there'll be some other stuff and other announcements. But I think you got to start this thing off on the right foot. And with all of those costume leaks and all of the various leaks that's been out there about Superman, T has been asking, where's the trailer? Where's the trailer? I think they're taking their time. I think they're taking their sweet time to make sure that they have the best trailer for this movie, because if they don't, this shit is a bust. That's how I look at it. As a DC fan, that's my number one, it's number 2 love behind Star Wars is DC. So I want to hear from you guys.
Well, they gambled everything on James Gunn, man. So yeah, this is probably the most important trailer, not just for DC, but for Warner Brothers, period. This is going to be a big trailer, man. Like, if it's not, man, if people aren't talking about it, man, if it's meh, if it's even meh, That's it.
It can't be that Thunderbolts and Captain America shit. It can't be that, man. They got to have everybody buzzing. Everybody got to be like, yeah, let's go. You got to get the hype train going. You got to get it going now. That trailer got to be dynamite, man.
The trailer needs to be a 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10 on a trailer level. Because if not, it's going to lose the momentum. Because it doesn't come out for 7 months, 8 months after it. If they drop it in December, is that what, July or something? So you're looking at almost 8 months out. So more than likely, hopefully it's not a long trailer, but it's enough to kind of get you interested. Because like dropping a 3-minute and 40-second trailer like Thunderbolts did, it's like, dude, you're seeing the whole goddamn movie, man. I hate really long trailers like that. You should be able to do it in about 1.5 to 2 minutes tops, and get in and get out of there. Maybe have like a couple good quick scenes. And if you're smart, do what like the Dark Knight did, and you kind of only show like the first half of the movie or like first quarter of the movie, and then the rest is still up there. Maybe you put in one scene that's kind of towards the end, and that's that way you're everything that comes out, you're like, oh wait, I haven't seen any of this in the trailer, and you're actually invested in the rest of the movie.
Right.
When you show so many parts throughout the whole movie, it's like the Captain America one. It's like I still wouldn't have been excited for it, but did I need to know the Red Hulk is in it? How much better would that have been to see on screen if Red Hulk comes out? You're just like, damn, I didn't know he was actually going to be in it. Other than if you know the comics, you could kind of assume, but you didn't know for sure. And then they drop it out there. It would have been way better than putting it into a trailer. Because
if that trailer isn't like, if it's not like the Man of Steel trailer, like that first, I know everybody remembers that first Man of Steel trailer.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that Superman movie was going to be the greatest movie of all time. If they don't make a trailer that good, it's a dud. Okay, especially if you drop it on Christmas, it has to be optimistic, beautiful trailer. Like you have to nail it. And I don't know, bro.
Yeah, if you're dropping it during like the NBA,
like the American Dream is back, man.
Yeah,
but you know what though, I will say this, man. I have confidence only because of James Gunn. I think it's going to hit. I think people are going to buy into it, and I think it's going to be a winner, man. Purely because of James Gunn. Purely, if it was anybody else, I'd say I don't know.
So James Gunn, in James we trust.
In James we trust, man.
Okay. I sat back here. Let me go.
All right, T. I know how you feel about T. I know how you feel about it, T. Go ahead.
He's over my shoulder. Look, I'm not pumped about this, man. This is going to be a whack movie, man. This is going. You know what this is going to be? This is going to be Suicide Squad with Superman. This is going to be with a big kaiju, from what I heard. You know what I mean? Which was Starro, and this is too confusing. You have Superman and Lois on Earth right now. It's actually pretty good, right? And then you're gonna come with this new stuff. It's not gonna be Cavill, man. I'm not expecting this movie to do well at all, man. And it'll probably be a phenomenal movie, but I don't think it's gonna do well, man. And I think it's gonna underwhelm. It's got too much bloatedness, too many characters up in it. It's not enough story time. Unless this movie is 2 hours and 30 minutes, and nobody's gonna sit down for 2 hours and 30 minutes in this movie. Nobody, man. Nobody.
Unless the trailer and T, unless that trailer is good.
That trailer's not gonna be fire, man. That's why it's taking so
long.
You
watch the 4-hour Snyder cut, man. They're ready for a 2-hour movie of Superman. No problem.
This is not gonna be. If this trailer was fire, it would have been already out, dude. He's had plenty of opportunity to drop.
I disagree.
No, it's only been a couple months since they wrapped it up, man.
I think the trailer they're taking their time. I think for number one, they're absolutely taking their time on this trailer because it needs to be good. It can't be ordinary. It can't be a 7. Okay. It can't be in your case, it can't be a Sydney Sweeney. Okay.
Superman in a khaki suit. He's in a khaki bikini. And you think that's gonna be a great he's got on, he's got a Ben Davis suit on. I think he's going to go to the construction yard with that blue vest he's got on. He looks like Crucial Conflict way back in the day. Come on, dude. He looks like he's in a windy day in the windy city of Chicago and it's cold. Why? You think and with some red underwear on? That's way outdated for this time, man. It needs to be tight like that, dude.
No, I disagree. The red tights and the belt are necessary.
No. Aliens in the fashion now? You got all that Kryptonian technology and you can't get a suit that fits? Come on, man. Y'all going for anything, man. I love Superman, man. He's my favorite superhero of all time, man. But I am not geeked about this thing that's coming up, man. I think it'll be a good movie, bad trailer. And I'm standing on business, as a young kid say. Standing.
I don't know, man.
This suit looks fine to me, man. I don't see a problem here. I see no problems here, T.
Especially when they do the digital touch-ups and all that stuff. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That guy's gonna save you. That
Bro,
guy, that suit.
I'm telling you, dude, that suit in film will look amazing. I can see it from now. I can see it, dude. Like, because do you not remember how okay, I can't say the Man of Steel suit didn't look good without you, because it did look good before they did the stuff. But I mean, come on, dude. Do you remember Superman Returns? You remember how that suit
looked? Gonna save you in the fire? What is that?
That looks like Superman.
Why does he have a belt on?
That's Superman. That if he doesn't have the red tights and the yellow strap and the boots and all
the
that,
Superman behind you on the poster, you got a belt on.
That Superman, that looks great because it's comic booky. It was for the times in the 1930s, but not this Superman with some red tights on, man. Are those Bugle Boys you got on? Are those Docker briefs? What kind of Fruit of the Looms he got on, man? Come on, man.
But that's Superman, man.
That man out there in his Hanes underwear, bro.
Come on, dude. What are you gonna do? I gotta be listen. I'll be the punch bag. I'll be the punching bag. If this movie is good, which I agree with all of y'all, I think it's going to. I don't think it's going to do well. I think it's going to be a great movie. It's going to be a Suicide Squad, man. A great movie that didn't do well. It's going to underwhelm.
Well, I think honestly, I think that's going to depend on word of mouth for this film. Like, I feel the people who want to see it will see it the first weekend. But if it's not a good film, it won't pick up. But if it's a really good film, then that word of mouth will do well for it. I really do, because it has to be one or the other.
That's what we're talking about. What that mouth gonna do on this? Listen, I am a Superman fan, man. I'm a huge Superman fan, dude. I just think it's bloated. It has a lot of stuff going on it. From what I'm hearing, and I've seen other shows about it, man, it's just got a lot of stuff going on, man. And I don't want Superman to be a side piece in its own movie. Is what I'm trying to.
Well, I've heard everybody talking about, like, yeah, there's too many characters. There's going to be too many, individuals, heroes, and I don't think all of these heroes are going to get like all of this attention. I think they're going to touch on them. They're going to introduce them because they're in the. It is a world of, you know what I'm saying, bro. I'm sorry about that. He's in a world of superheroes. And they're just going to say, okay, here's a hero here, here's a hero there. He's going to introduce, and then he's going to move on and talk and give you Superman's story. It's not going to dwell on everybody. It's just going to have the heroes. They're going to introduce them, and they're going to be in and out. I don't think they're going to be
Superman and Friends. It's called Superman. I want to see Superman. I want to see everything that he's got. I want to see, hey, okay, you better give me something with that khaki suit he got on. Give me something, man. Come on.
I think it's going to be fine, man. I understand your concerns, and I've understood everybody else's concerns, but I don't think they're going to dwell on Superman or these other characters, like, who's all in this? Mr. Terrific. I don't think they're going to spend a lot of time.
And a dog,
girl, yeah.
And I guarantee that dog is the ending credit. That dog scene is the last scene in the movie. Hey, Crypto, we had a great day. You eat some dog food? Let's go up there. I'm going to eat the food on the moon. Come on,
I would, you know what? Maybe I might sound corny. I think that would be great.
I do too, kind of, but I mean, I just need this movie to be really good. And you know what? I'm a Snyder holdover. I'm a Cavill holdover, man. I'll relax, dude. I was like that when Cavill first came out. I was like, he's not Reeves, dude, but I just wanted to be a good movie, man. You have no idea the importance of how Superman is the greatest.
Oh no, we understand it, man. And I think James Gunn gets it. I think he understands how important this is. Because if they get look, I said, if they get this wrong, the whole universe don't work. The whole thing is up in smoke. If this movie is not a slam dunk, 10 out of 10, home run out of the park, this whole thing goes up in smoke. The DCU has already yet another bad DC movie. That's basically all it's going to be. Oh, These guys still haven't figured out how to make a movie. Just last movie they made, what was that? Joker 2. That was the last movie DC made. See, the brand damage has already been done with DC. So they got to make sure that this one hits and hits hard. If not, it's already dead. It's just gotten started and it's already dead. So in my opinion, that's why this one has to be a slam dunk and a success. Let me hit these 2 super chats, and then we got one more topic to go through. Shout out to SWA for the $5. I'd rather have a Penguin season 2 more than the Batman 2. Wow. And this movie, I wish Superman and Lois got more seasons. Say, how do y'all feel about that? What are you looking for? Are you looking forward to Batman 2? Anybody looking forward to Batman 2?
I am too, only because I like the first one, man. Like, I know people are mixed on the first one. I was fine with all of it. I liked Matt Reeves' version of Gotham. You know, I think yeah, I mean, it'd be nice to have a Penguin season 2. But I feel like the way they wrapped it up is we don't need it.
Yeah,
they wrapped it up pretty good where we don't need a season 2. We could just go into the Batman.
They set it up so Batman 2 could kind of be like Batman Returns. You know, they could do like they could basically do that with it, do that storyline, because you know he's already going into the position to become mayor or whatever.
Well, they're doing the Court of Owls from what I heard, so like that would, but the Penguin can mix in with that though.
Yeah, and then having Sophia there, and obviously Catwoman's going to be in it now that they dropped that little thing at the end of Penguin.
People are interested in the villains, man. We know all that we can know about Batman. Let me hear about the villains. Do an Arkham Knights, do an Arkham Asylum thing where we get to visit 8 different villains, man. You can intertwine episodes if you want, man, but give me something where I get, like, we just delved 8 episodes into like 2 villains, man. A bunch of villains going at each other, man, and we got a satisfying ending to that. Do more of that, man. Let me see what's going to rile Batman up. I mean, Batman, you never saw Batman in this entire show we just watched for 8 weeks. Yeah. You just saw a symbol. That's it. We need to know more about the villains because the villains are interesting. I want to see what drives them, man. What's going on? I mean, they can't be thinking about Batman all the time. They got to live their lives and say, hey, man, I got to eat, man. And it just goes to show that Batman's allowing, and the police department is allowing the crime to go on, man. Just like how real life happens, right? Like, they can stop it when they want, man, but that's a lot of resources they got to pool. Like, I want to see exactly what's driving these villains, man. Oh, I don't want to hear some sob story about, like, this wasn't a sob story about how a superhero came into power, right? He had a disability. He's got a disability that is like a sidebar. Like, you don't even think about that. You just think about his cunning and how clever he was, and just a great acting, like, portrayal of this, man. I want to see good acting, man. That's all I want to see. Good acting and good directing, man. And this Penguin show exhibits that. Now, if you can do that,
they were supposed to do an Arkham show, but apparently it got canceled. But I think after the reception of this, they might pick that shit back up, to be honest. And I hope they do, because they were supposed to do an Arkham show on a bunch of different characters based in Arkham Asylum and things like that. They're talking about doing a Joker show as well, which I hope they don't do. Kind of over that shit.
I don't need to see a Joker show. After what they've done with the Joker, I don't even trust him anymore. He's like, don't just leave the Joker alone. He's supposed to be mysterious anyway. I don't need a deep dive into the Joker and his character or anything.
Like that version of the Joker was going to be in
that Joker and the Batman. I mean, in the Batman movie, you only see like his shadow outline, but apparently there's that deleted scene, and he looks terrible, man.
Yeah, they still have time to change that, dude. They still have time to change that design because it was a deleted scene. You know, a lot of people probably haven't seen it, and that's a terrible design.
Yeah, and the thing is, for me, it's like if it's a deleted scene, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. Yeah, it's not in the movie. Because you could film something and realize it doesn't look good. And that's probably what they did. They realized it didn't look good. So they cut it out.
Yep.
You know, that's good filmmaking.
But yeah, I agree, SWA. I am really looking forward to Superman. Superman and Lois. It was a good show. It's a good show. I haven't finished watching.
It was a surprisingly good show, man.
Yeah, it is. I know there's one more season. I haven't seen it.
No, we're in the last season right now.
Oh, this is the last season. Yeah, I haven't seen this season at all. I haven't watched this season, but I intend to. But yeah, the previous seasons were good.
It's a damn good show.
I saw the first season. It was pretty damn good. I was surprised.
Hey, if you guys are looking for a good show, The Lioness. Oh man, that's a good show. The Lioness, dude.
I'm talking about that show on Paramount Plus. Is it actually good, or do you just like it because Zoe Saldana is in it?
It's a Tyler Sheridan show, and most of his shows are pretty good, man. So
All right, I'll see. I mean,
one more super chat we got here. Staccato DDS. Shout out to Staccato DDS, my man, the myth, the legend himself. When it comes to fashion sense, my money is on T. Yeah, T. He always has good fashion sense for sure.
He said
I
about
still think that Superman
y'all.
suit looks great. I still think the Superman suit is dope. I love the Kingdom Come look. So yeah, I'm good. I'm 100%
Here's
good
nervousness
with it.
for me. If anything, man, I'm nervous about this movie. I'm nervous about it, man. Do I want it to be great? I'm all for DC, man. No matter what, dude, I'm all for him, dude. But I'm just nervous. I mean, I'm like you, Dante. I have faith in him, like everybody on this here. I have faith in James Gunn. I don't like how things have been secretive and there have been a little bit of leaks or rumors going on. Nothing really proven, right? But it makes me nervous, man, because he needs his respect, dude. You've been doing him wrong for a long time, dude. There's no way Batman should supersede Superman. Superman is the granddaddy of them all, man. Your universe should be centered around him, and I think that's what James Gunn is doing. I just don't like all the side characters in there, man, because I don't want to be distracted. I want to focus on Superman, man, and something that is plausible, something he doesn't have to beat up with his fists, man. Something he can use his brain with and his fist and just be, man, save the day, man. He's so iconic, man. We're talking about somebody who was basically like a god, right? An alien god that's come down. I mean, he's such an interesting, and he's hope, man. I mean, he's the best parts of who we think we should be, right? So I just want to see that done well on the big screen.
So the villain in this movie is Ultraman, right?
That's what they're saying, and they're saying some kaiju, some he's supposed.
I've heard a kaiju as well. Yeah, I heard a kaiju is supposed to show up. I don't know
because Ultraman's in the pictures with them, so I mean he's there.
I've seen Ultraman. Yeah.
We'll
have to see
with Lex though. Lex is doing something. You know what I mean? Like, Lex has an important role.
Hey, thank you guys for the super chat. Staccato DDS as SWA. Here's a thank you video, guys. Thank you very much. All right. Here's the last topic, guys. Did you see this information about AMC? It looks like they are trying to upgrade their theaters, hoping that they can bank in and bring some more people into the box office. This was on Deadline earlier this week. AMC Entertainment plans to go on offense with major upgrades to movie theaters amid box office recovery. So before we get to the box office, and we're going to talk about that for a little bit, it looks like they're going to have some upgrades to the theaters. I pretty much go to AMC because I have the A-list. And I know Syfax and Dante, you also have A-list. So it sounds like they're trying to bring some more people back into the theaters by giving them a little bit more on their experience, But of course, we need some good movies to go and see. So if the movies still suck, who cares, right? It's like you can bring in all of the fancy theater amenities that you want to, and it won't make any difference if they don't actually, give us a good movie to watch. So it says here, one of the movie theaters that they're going to be upgrading, new seats already are being put in high grossing locations, including Burbank, which we do go to, and then New York City's Empire on 42nd and Lincoln. Additional leg room of up to 4 feet between rows will be another result. Laser projection will replace traditional models. A new auditorium format called AMC XL will feature expanded screen sizes, aiming to capture recent moviegoer enthusiasm for IMAX and other ultra big screen experiences. So they're trying to capitalize on this. They say, hey, we see a little bit of a bounce back coming for the box office. The box office is going to take off next year because there's going to be a whole lot of movies dropping next year. It seems like Hollywood's going to get off the snide and start putting a lot of movies out there. Does this matter? AMC's strategy, is it going to make any difference?
No. And I'll tell you why. Look, man, I'm a little bit more pessimistic. I think the film industry's in trouble. Like, and the movie theaters, look, it's unfortunate because, you don't want to see them go away. But here's the thing. back in the day, no one thought drive-in theaters would go away either, and look what happened, right?
Yep.
So
True.
I mean, yeah, there's one or two around right now for novelty, but dude, there used to be a lot of drive-ins back in the day, all gone. Same thing can happen with movie theaters now, and the problem is what screwed them was not just a line of bad movies, but streaming. Right? Streaming killed them, man. And it's like they've gotten people trained now that, hey, if I just wait 1 month, this movie in the theater will be on my streaming service. Right? So I could wait a month and not pay $20 a ticket. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They've already screwed themselves.
I mean, you mentioned it earlier, like, I know at least 4 of us have the AMC pass. Actually, I don't know if T does, but at least 3 of us do. But so AMC is my main theater. Of course, I want it to be better and whatever. But like you also said, it needs to have better movies, because like for the regular person, what you going to pay $20 for a nicer place to take a power nap? Like, because these movies all suck. Like, you still need to produce better movies. It's the theater itself isn't the problem. It's the product that the theater is giving to people. And I mean, shit, most of their food sucks too. So I mean, they need to get better on that too. The only good any of these AMCs is the beer lately. So
I think both of you are right on that. I think that also that with the newer generation, you're asking them to have their attention span past 5 seconds or past 10 minutes of them being in a non-interactive setting, and that's just too much. That model is died. Stop. At least when I'm streaming at home, I don't have to worry about looking over my shoulder, somebody looking at me, watching, checking out the games on my phone as I watch the story. I can rewind. I've got more accessibility to it. I think the way Dante's right, they just waited too long, man. They didn't do anything to it. And the things they could be doing, they aren't. You see restaurants do, what's that one restaurant in Inglewood that has that Cosmo, where you're watching a football game, and it's like you're actually there. It's like you're in Michigan Stadium or somebody else's stadium. You're at a bar. They're going to try to do that to this movie theaters, man. And people are going to say, man, I missed out on so much because the screen was too big. I don't know what's going weird. Like they just didn't do the technology upgrades they should have done. And they got by for a long time on doing nothing. What is
here's my thing. This is obviously going to cost them some money. All of these upgrades that they're going to do is going to cost them some money. Are they going to raise our ticket prices?
Yes.
Raise the price. Yes. So that's really going to piss me off, because it's like, wait a minute. You guys did all of this work to raise ticket prices, and we still don't get better films. Like, okay, I'm on the A list, so I don't know what I pay, like $25, let's say, or whatever. I think it's like $25 a month. Okay. Yeah. And I get to go to movies 3 times a week. Okay, cool. That seems like a deal for me. I go to movies pretty much all week long.
And it pays for itself.
It pays for itself. But if they're going to increase the price, if they if they're going to increase the price for the average, that's going to cut into the number of people that are willing to go to a movie. They need to lower the prices. I would be perfectly fine with them just saying, hey, let's just go ahead and peel back, lower the prices, and let good movies start getting made. And then maybe, just maybe, we can start returning to the movie theaters. But to make the experience better without giving us better movies and then making it more expensive, that just seems like a losing proposition to me.
They don't do anything to reach out to the community too and say, hey, why don't you say, hey man, for every 100 people that are at the movies, we're gonna discount the ticket. Why don't you do that? Why don't you do something to say, hey man, the more people come, the more we're gonna reduce our prices.
Or a free popcorn night.
Something.
Well, one free popcorn night, like on a Monday or a Tuesday.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
That'll give people
quick. I just saw these,
like a small popcorn. You know what I mean? Like a small pop, one free
that wouldn't cost them anything. That wouldn't cost them anything.
Nothing.
But that would bring people in. Oh, okay. On Mondays I get free popcorn. Okay, I'll go to the movie on Monday. Yeah, that would absolutely work.
You got to give people something, man. I mean, you're charging them $20 a ticket, and then don't want popcorn or soda, because that's going to be another $30 right there, right?
Yeah.
Now imagine if you took a date, dude. You dropping at least a bill if you take a date to a movie.
At least
they're gonna have to actually like upgrade those theaters. Like it's gonna have to turn into like a arcade, something like that, like with bowling or whatever the fuck. Like you're gonna have to like upgrade your theaters if you're gonna be trying to upcharge like that. And if you really
I said they should bring movie, they should actually like put a restaurant in there. Like clear out a couple of those, clear out a couple of the screens. Like if you have a multiplex, clear out two theaters and put a restaurant in there so that you can have your dinner and a movie all in the same location. You show up here, you got your movie, okay, but you got your dinner as well. You can set your reservations and buy your tickets all together. That's what I would do. It seems like that would be a smarter move, and that way people have an easy, access, an easy spot to go to for date night. It's like, hey, date night, we going to AMC. We got a movie. We're gonna watch our movie. We're gonna go eat dinner. We'll maybe, got a little arcade or something afterwards, whatever, but they got to start doing that kind of stuff.
Dude, I just think they need to lower ticket prices. That's it. Like if they could get back, to like $10 a ticket, I think more people will come through the door. Guys can go on dates again without going bankrupt.
How are you a teenager going on a date these days and taking a girl to a movie? You don't have that kind of brain.
You don't, not, man. Now, y'all chilling in the car, bro. Y'all watching this shit on Netflix.
That's why they say the average virgin is like about 27 years old nowadays, or something like that. There was that study that came out. Because they can't afford to take any of these women out to go anywhere, man. That and they don't talk to them anyways. So,
hey, real quick before we keep going, we got a couple of gifted memberships. Shout out to Staccato DDS with the 20 gifted DA memberships. Staccato coming through as always. My good man. Thank you so much, Staccato. A lot of the cats that got memberships on my channel got them because of Staccato DDS. Put the DDSs up in the chat if you are a brand new member. Appreciate that. We also got 5 gifted memberships from Crypto Crackhead, another loyal supporter. Thank you very much, Crypto Crackhead. Appreciate that. Appreciate the 5 gifted memberships. You guys who are brand new members and just joined. Thank you very much. Look, I got some exciting news coming up. We are going to start doing more membership members only videos, okay? Or not member only videos, member only streams, where the members will be able to join in with me and participate. I just got to find a time where I can be, like maybe once a month. And then all the members will be able to come in. It'll be a members only stream, and members will be allowed or will be on the stream with me. So stay tuned for that. I'm just trying to get my schedule finalized, figure out when I can do it. And then that's something that we're definitely going to do for all the members. Thank you guys very much. Let me go ahead and give y'all some membership love. Here you go. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. We also got another $4.99 from Staccato DDS. Says theaters need to innovate and do things you can't do at home almost as good. I agree with that. Like, they have to start to do things to bring people in. You have to innovate. You can't just sit back and do the same old that everybody else is doing. The theater that figures out how to get people in by doing something revolutionary and unique, they're gonna take over the game. Because everybody's going to go to them, and then their theater is going to blow up. Other people will try to duplicate that, but they'll never get close. I thought that, honestly, I thought when they started offering delivery to your chair, when they started doing that kind of action, I thought, oh, yeah, there it is right there. But people, because it's so expensive to go, it's kind of like, nah, I'm good. I get stuff delivered to me if I can, but I got A-list, so that's a different story.
But dude, the biggest problem is that they've trained the government basically has trained us to not go out, right? To stay at home, right? We invested during COVID, right? We invested all our money in bigger TVs, streaming services, right? We all got hooked on streaming services. This is what's killing the industry now, right? Most people, instead of going to, and I think Sci-Fax said it, going to a theater where there's screaming kids and all these other things that you don't want to deal with, and you can literally wait just 1 month and watch it at home in the comfort of your own home with your home setup.
Yeah, they got to fix
making a beer out of your fridge. Like people have gotten trained on this now. And then on top of that, it's too expensive to go out anyway.
Dude, I went to Equalizer. I went to Equalizer 3. I went to Equalizer 3 and somebody brought their 4-year-old to that movie. And I was like, what the hell is this kid doing here? So yeah, you go into some bad movie sometimes.
Bro, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed.
Dude, it
keep y'all
was
kids
weird.
at home. If you are a parent, by the way, if you are a parent and you got kids under the age of 7, they shouldn't be at a rated R movie. They shouldn't be there if they're under the age of, at least 15. Keep them at home. If your kid is some little brat that's going to be running around, kicking chairs, yelling, screaming, I want more popcorn. Can I go get some popcorn? Mommy, I got to go to the bath. Leave them little dudes at home, man. They don't need to be out there with you. Hire a babysitter. Okay, that's part of going out. Get a babysitter and take them because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. Okay, Look, I love kids. Okay, I love kids. I love little kids, but not in a movie theater.
No,
not in a movie theater. Please, God, for God's sakes, keep them at home.
The most awkward situation I ever had with that was I was, and I shit you not, this family came in, mom, dad, 3 kids, to a screening of Eyes Wide Shut that I was at.
What?
Eyes Wide Shut, man. This cat brought his family, his little kids, to Eyes Wide Shut. I was like, man,
oh my God,
you are not going to win any father awards ever, man.
You need to have your kids. What the hell?
It was so awkward, man. It was awkward. I was like, I even was trying to drop hints like, get out of here, man. But
I had a parent a parent of a friend of mine that said, hey, I know there's this new superhero movie coming out, and I want to take my son to it. Do you recommend that I go see it? I think it's called Deadpool. And I was like, no. Little 5-year-old kid. Like, no. You don't take your son to see Deadpool. He's 5. No, you don't want to go and see this one. Said, really? Said, yeah, it's rated R for a reason. All right. It's rated R for a reason. But anyway, as I'm going to Deadpool, nothing but kids out there. I mean, it was like everything from like 10 on down. And I was like, what is these parents doing?
Do you remember when Deadpool first... do you remember when Deadpool first came out? Because it was they dropped it on Valentine's Day, so there was a bunch of dudes that tried to convince their girls into going to Valentine's Day for that.
Yeah.
It was like, this is not a Valentine's Day movie.
My worst experience with that was, y'all remember when Sausage Party came out?
Oh no!
Yeah, dude, me and a bunch of my friends, we were like, we're gonna go watch Sausage Party or whatever. We went in there, and there was a white woman and her 3 kids. They were in the back of the theater, and we're just like, why is she here with her kids? She left like 5 minutes in, because you know how the song starts, and it starts at the beginning. I look back, she goes, oh my God. And then she gets up and leaves all her kids. It's like, wow. There was 2 families.
Wait, man. She didn't know by the name what kind of movie it was going to be.
I'm telling you, there was a white lady there with like 3 of her kids, and they all sat there. And then when the song started, we're in there laughing. And then my boy is like, hey man, is that lady still there? We look back, and she's just like, oh my God. Oh. And then she gets up and leaves. And it was so crazy, dude. I was like, oh, there was another family there, but they stayed the whole time. I don't know how they did that, dude.
That is terrible. Out of control, man.
Terrible
that
people.
Is crazy.
I mean, I guess I can't say much, man, because my dad, man, back in the 70s, man, I mean, he would take me and my brother to the most horrific shit. I mean, he'd take us to go see Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, all those movies, and then get pissed at us because we couldn't go to sleep at night.
Yeah, that's different than, hey, let me take my kids to a movie about like food orgies and shit like that.
That's a little weirder, man.
Yeah.
Look at this dude, man. Oh my God.
Hey, look, let's talk about the box office real quick. So you guys know we've been kind of covering the box office. This is the last topic. I don't know if the box office is going to have a positive return this year. Year over year since the pandemic, right? Like this was 2020 pandemic, obviously was way down from where it was the previous year. But up until now, it's been building, right? It's up, to 4 million. Or 4 billion in the domestic. This is domestic box office, and then 7 billion, and then 8 billion. But right now, it's looking like we're in November, and we only got a handful of weeks left for 2024. I don't know if they're going to make it. I think this is going to be a losing year for the box office. I think they're going to be down from the previous year. There's a couple of heavy hitters still coming up. I think we got Wicked, obviously.
Wicked. You got Sonic 3. Ooh, and then Lion King or Mufasa or whatever.
And Gladiator.
And Gladiator.
Yeah, but he's glad. I don't know how well are those movies going to do?
I think Gladiator is going to do really well.
You think so?
I think so too.
You downplayed the significance of Gladiator. Like, people love that movie, and Denzel is in it. They're gonna go.
I mean,
watch
it's gonna
it
be a good. I think it's gonna be a good movie. I just don't know how many people are gonna go and watch.
So
it.
the
I don't
people
think it's gonna
that
do.
I think it's the same as Superman. The people who want to go watch it will go watch it, and the word of mouth is really what's going to carry that film.
I mean, between those 4 movies, I could see it going up another 2 million between those 4. I don't know how it'll split, but between those 4 movies, I could see it.
Do we have another $1 billion movie? We only had 2 the last year and 2 this year. Do we have another $1 billion movie?
Maybe
left?
Sonic.
Wicked?
Maybe Sonic.
Sonic, even though Sonic's loved a lot, I think it's only made like 300 and 400 million on the 2 that they
hasn't made
released.
A lot of money.
I mean,
so
it's
it's good for their budget, but it's not done like past a half a billion yet or whatever. So,
what about Moana? What about Moana 2?
Oh yeah, Moana could be a big one.
Can I ask something, man? Just seriously, can I ask you this? Do you think word of mouth is actually going to hurt the movie industry because of what Dante said earlier? Because it sparked my brain, man. You know, if the movie's good, you're like, oh man, go check that movie out. Are people going to say, well, I'm just wait for it to come out in 11? You know,
because remember, Top Gun Maverick is a clear example. Nobody thought that film was going to be good. Everybody's like, hey, it's good. Go watch it. And word of mouth really carried that film to where it was. Guardians 3 started off slow because of all the other Marvel like movies. Like they were like, I don't want to go watch it. And then people were like, no, it's actually it's good. Go watch it. And then it started doing better week after week. So word of mouth does help a lot of films.
Yeah, it does.
Word of mouth carried Guardians 3, just like word of mouth kind of killed Doctor Strange 2 because it started out super strong. And then it just really fell off a cliff.
Joker 2.
Guardians was
Joker
kind of
2.
the opposite.
Word of mouth killed Joker 2 instantly. Killed it instantly.
I saw something where the actor said Joker 2, they knew it was going to be trash.
Yeah, that was one of the side actors. He was like, I was in a trailer for 3 months for this garbage. And then we were telling each other it was going to be bad. It's like, it's so funny,
I don't know what's left on the calendar that's going to be good. You guys think Gladiator 2?
Only because I've been hearing good things about it.
That's right.
Okay, this is a long movie, 2 hours and 2.5 hours, so that might cut into it a little bit. But I think we're probably looking at another down year. Yeah, Moana 2 is coming out. What else is coming up? I think we're looking at a down year in the box office, and I don't think it's going to get any better because next year is even worse. You know, when you're talking about films that are probably going to lose people a whole lot of money, you know, starting off with that Snow White movie. He's talking about those 2 Marvel trailers that we just watched. Those are going to lose a ton of money. I mean,
Minecraft.
Oh my God, Minecraft is going to lose.
Year.
What's up?
Why did Snow White has been done for at least 3-4 years now? What is going on?
They had to reshoot it. They had to redo that entire movie, T.
We can't get Blade, but we can get Snow White?
Wait, is Red One not a Netflix movie?
No, that's coming out in theaters.
It's coming out in
theaters for like a day or something.
It's theatrical.
They did that with the Glass Onion too last year or whatever. They did the same thing with that. They released it for like a week or 2 in theaters, and then it was. I think you were able to stream it at the same time. I can't remember if they did day in release or whatever, but yeah, they did the same thing with that.
Wicked might make a lot of money.
I think Wicked coming out during Thanksgiving is going to help it a lot. I think that one's going to
help. People on vacation, they got a couple days off. You know, go with the family on a Thursday and then go hit the movie on a Friday. You know.
Yeah, the same thing with Moana. I think Moana is going to be all right. You know, there's just not a lot that I'm looking for. Like, oh my God, I can't wait till this comes out. I'm not waiting, you know, in anticipation for any of these movies, you know. And then by the time we get into December, I think that, you know, everybody's just going to be like, hey, it's Christmas. You know, what's the Christmas movie? It's always one big movie.
You don't think Craven's going to hit $1 billion, DA? Come on, man.
No, hell no, man. Craven. Nobody's watching that.
Is that still coming out this year?
Craven's coming out in December. Right? Yeah, where's it at? It's coming out in.
I didn't see it on this list though. They were showing
there. It is right there. Oh yeah, there you go, right there. December 13th.
The same day as War of the Rohirrim. Okay.
Yeah. See, nothing looks exciting. You know, this Baby Girl movie looks good, but it's not going to make any money. It looks good though. I saw the trailer for that. That one looks good. There goes Sonic. Right there. Oh, Mufasa.
Mufasa
This
somehow,
is the Christmas movie.
I think that's
this is the one everybody's
money.
gonna be taking the kids to, and the family and all of that. That's the
gonna be a battle
December...
between Mufasa and Sonic. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's gonna be the day I will lose my mind. Is when Mufasa makes like $1 billion. I'll be pissed the fuck off. I'll be pissed off.
I think everybody's going to be. It's going to be these two, like you said. It's going to be Sonic. It's going to be Mufasa. I think Mufasa might beat Sonic. I'm just going to be honest with you, just because it's Disney, the branding. Look, I love Sonic. I thought the first 2 Sonic movies were great. I enjoyed them both. But I mean, it is a Lion King. But we'll see. You know, a lot of people wasn't really looking forward to that.
The last one. So I mean,
that was
even if it only does half of that, it's still looking at 800.
Nosferatu. Yeah, hell yeah. Definitely gonna be watching that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys. Thank you very much, man. I know it's late. I got to get up early, so I got to hit the sheets. I appreciate every last one of you guys. Thank you for the super chatters. Thank you for the member givers. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Gentlemen, let's go around the horn. Let everybody know what you got coming up, where they can find you on social media. Let's start with Syfax.
Yeah, Syfax. You can find me at Syfax on YouTube. I just did a review of Heretic and the last 4 episodes of Agatha. I'll probably be dropping a review of Penguin, and I might do maybe a whole recap of the season all in one video. And then I'm not sure what's coming up next. I got to check to see what movies are coming out. Like I'll probably do Wicked in a couple weeks. I might be checking out Arcane. Season 2 just dropped, so maybe I'll do something on that. I didn't watch the first one or the first season, so I'd have to catch up and then do videos on that. But other than that, you can catch me on DA streams on the nightcaps, whatever nights he's doing them, and sometimes on Hold My DualShock. They were probably going to be here tonight, but they're on vacation. So on Thursdays over there at Hold My DualShock, I usually join in. And check out some of my videos. They're getting slightly better, I swear.
Thank you, bro. All right, Dante, where can the folks find you, bro?
Yeah, you guys can find me at Verbal Riot on Rumble, YouTube, and X. And I'm usually a regular on Film Thread Versus, which is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. And you can catch me on my own show on Thursday nights, 7 p.m. PST. And sometimes on Saturday nights doing the after hours where we just kind of shoot the shit. No structure, no plan, just you guys asking questions, me answering questions and telling stories and drinking. So it's always a good time. So watch the after hours, watch the show 6 o'clock on Thursday.
I appreciate it. All right, Kata, where can the people find you, bro? You got a couple of channels to shout out. Go ahead.
Yeah. As always, yes, come to my YouTube channel. I will probably have a video out. I don't know, whenever I stop procrastinating. Put videos out every other day whenever, the urge hits me. Go to the YouTube or the Twitter as well so you can see the other shenanigans. Make sure that you also sub to New Black Street, the stream that I do every Friday, 5 to 7 Central with Atreus. We just had Melanie Mack on last week, and that was a great show. And man, it was a really good stream. Everybody seems to enjoy it, so y'all might as well enjoy it too. And yeah, just come around. I'm always around. Whenever DA's streaming, he shoots the invite. I show up sometimes, and then other times I won't. If he wants me to watch another show like Agatha, you can kick rocks, bro. We're not doing that.
Yeah, man, we got Skeleton Crew coming up, man. You ready?
No.
I don't even know if I'm watching that shit. All right, last but not least, of course, Uncle T just got his channel going. T, what you got coming up, bro?
I don't know, man. I usually drop my videos like around this time at night sometimes. I got nothing planned. Maybe I'll do something for I still owe you guys second round of the draft, the actress draft. Man, it's getting kind of tough because it's a lot of votes coming in, but I think I've got something coming up for Penguin and the actress draft, and I'll drop some random video that'll be funny that you guys need to tune in for. Thanks.
All right, bro. Thank you very much. Everybody, thank you guys for hanging out. Hit the like button on the way out if you haven't already done so. We are all up out of here. Everybody enjoy your week. Looking forward to seeing you guys next week, Sunday night. Probably we'll have it a little bit earlier since it's the Penguin is done. We'll do the DA's office probably like 6 o'clock-ish. But look for the times. I'll send the link out there or the stream out there so you guys can catch that. But that'll do it. Everybody have a good night. Appreciate the love and the support, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace out.